everyone, welcome to Looming Maestro. I am your host Vedant Chavla, and today we are going to learn chapter Inside Our Earth. So stay tuned with us till the end of this video to get the full information about this interesting chapter. So what are we waiting for? Let's start with our session. The Earth is a dynamic planet. It is constantly undergoing changes inside and outside. Have you ever wondered what lies in the interior of the Earth? Just like an onion, the Earth is made up of several layers. The uppermost layer over the Earth's surface is called the crust. It is the thinnest of all the layers. The middle layer is known as the mantle, and the innermost layer is known as the core. So let's see the layers of Earth. Crust. The uppermost layer is known as the crust. It is the thinnest of all the layers. It is about 35 km on the continental masses and only 5 km on the oceanic floors. The main mineral constituents of the continental mass are silica and alumina. That's why it is known as the Sial. So Si is equal to silica and Al is equal to alumina. Mantle. Just beneath the crust is the mantle, which extends up to a depth of 2,900 kilometers below the crust. Core. The innermost layer is the core with a radius of about 3,500 kilometers. It is made up of nickel and iron and is called knife. So Ni is equal to nickel and F is equal to ferrous, which is also known as the iron. Here is a diagram of the earth where you can see crust, lithosphere. So lithosphere is the land mass on which we live. Then you can see the mantle. Then you can see the core mantle boundary from where the mantle ends and the core starts. Then you can see the outer core and then the inner core. Rocks and the types of rocks. The Earth's crust is made up of various rocks. Any natural mass of mineral matter that makes up the Earth's crust is called a rock. Rocks can be of different color, size, and texture. There are three major types of rocks: igneous rocks, sedimentary rocks, and metamorphic rocks. Let's know more about these different types of rocks. Starting with igneous rocks, when the molten magma cools, it becomes solid. Rocks thus formed are called igneous rocks. So, friends, you must have seen volcanic eruptions from which the hot molten magma comes out. The molten magma slowly cools and then solidifies, and thus formed rocks are called igneous rocks. They are also called the primary rocks. There are two types of igneous rocks: intrusive rocks and extrusive rocks. Extrusive igneous rocks. When the red molten magma comes out of the interior of the earth on its surface, it cools down rapidly and becomes solid. Rocks formed in such a way on the crust are called extrusive igneous rocks. Example: basalt rocks. So I want to highlight a main point over here. The India's most biggest plateau is Deccan Plateau, and the Deccan Plateau is made up of basalt rocks. Then comes the intrusive rocks. When the molten magma cools down deep inside the earth's crust, solid rocks so formed are called the intrusive rocks. Example: granite. So the floor of our schools are almost made of granite rocks. Sedimentary rocks. So let's see how are sedimentary rocks formed. So rocks roll down, crack, and hit each other and broken down into small fragments. These small particles are known as sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind and water. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Example: sandstone. These rocks may also contain fossils of plants, animals, and other microorganisms. that once lived on Earth. Metamorphic rocks. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can be changed into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. Examples: clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. So here's a table where you can see the types of rocks. So igneous rocks contain granite, then you can see obsidian and other two rocks. Same goes with the sedimentary sandstone, limestone, and many other. Then comes the metamorphic, where you can see the most main rocks: marble, slate, and others. Uses of rocks. Rocks are very useful to us. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses, and buildings. We use stones in many games. Example: seven stones, hopscotch. The Taj Mahal is made up of marble, and the Red Fort is made up of red sandstone. Rock cycle. So let's understand the main part of the chapter, what is the rock cycle. One type of rock changes into another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. This process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. We have learned that the molten magma cools down and becomes solid to form igneous rock. These igneous rocks are then broken down into small particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. Igneous and sedimentary rocks are transported to metamorphic rocks due to great heat and pressure. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma and cools down and become solid to form igneous rock. So this is how the rock cycle continues for years and years. So here you can see the rock cycle in detail from a pictorial manner. First is the magma, then the magma forms igneous rocks, then the igneous rocks break down into sediments, then the sedimentary rocks are formed, and then the metamorphic rocks are formed under great heat and pressure, and thus the cycle continues. So let's understand what are minerals. Rocks are made up of different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and definite chemical composition. Minerals are very important to humankind. Some are used as fuels. Examples: coal, natural gas, petroleum. Minerals are also used in industries: iron, aluminum, gold, and uranium. So thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.